What up? It's your boy Big Steven. Today I'm playing Torment Tides of Numenera. Apparently this game got patched today. I just picked it up because of that reason. This is a classic RPG. Games such as Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. All the classics back in the day. This was a Kickstarter project. It was backed, it says right on the box, the #1 most funded RPG on Kickstarter. So this isn't going to be your typical fucking Skyrim type game like that. This is what they call a CRPG. You can play it multiple ways. A lot of it's story based. There's no audio dialogue type thing. You know, like grunts and stuff like that, sounds, whatever. But yeah, so it's going to have a lot of reading and stuff, and I'm going to try to talk it as much as I can. So I'm going to play for about an hour, see what's up, see how the game plays, see what it's like. I'm pretty stoked for it, so hope you like it. I'm getting my Twitch chat set up now and spamming all the links and shit like that, so I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, so we'll see what is going on now. Hopefully everything is running well on it. I'll load up my Twitch app one more time. Doesn't say it's lagging, so it looks like it's going to be going good. So, got my chat on here. I'm going to go on Facebook, tell everybody that I'm streaming. Twitch.tv/nhome, which is my name. Come watch. And then I'm going to share that, right post to the Oh Indeed group page. There we go. Put a little kitty face in there with hearts and a smooch. Some people maybe will come watch. We shall see. Okay, cool. So, first we'll go into the options, see what the options are. Show tutorials, definitely want that. Tide feedback. Don't know what that is, but I'm going to keep that in there. Let's see, interface, tooltip delay, text size, large, small, that's cool. I know Rob Henderson, man, from Pixelated Radio was actually wondering the same exact thing. If the text size would be, you could change that. So that's cool that they have that. I'll leave it large. If I need to, I can go back in there later. I'll turn the sound up, music, sound effects. So apparently there are some voiceovers, so I guess we'll see that here in a second. So, here we go. Pretty stoked. Apparently before the patch, the load times were terrible, so I won't know that because I didn't see them beforehand. But yeah, we'll get into this shit. I apologize, I don't get paid to voice act, so if you don't like my voice acting, fuck it. Alright, let's see here. Load up my Twitch app one more time. Will I be a male or a female? I think I'm going to go with female. I've been playing a lot of my RPGs lately as female, so I'm going to go female. I like the dynamic of the world and like how they will say things differently depending on that. And this game's all about like branching storylines, and if you do one thing, your choices matter like crazy, so we'll do female. Your mind wakes in darkness. Oh, it's actually talking. Cool.
A distant howling surrounds you, loud with each passing second. Insistent in his hands slapped together and protects you.
Damn.
Your first emotion is an involuntary and formless panic. You feel you've forgotten something important.
What have I forgotten?
It's what's important to you, but the details slip away as you grasp them.
Kind of like a cock. Oh!
Force your eyes open.
Look at this body. Look around. Look at this body.
Wait, you are wearing a form-fitting suit of some dark material. You recall that you were wearing something much more lavish a short time ago. You have smooth, light pieces, 5 fingers on each hand, 5 toes on each foot.
Alright. Not deformed.
Strong, but not bulky. And slim hips.
Ooh, hips.
Palms are soft, as if they have not done
Palms are soft and sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
hands and wrists. Suggest that you have Without warning, the cocoon that surrounds you shreds and tears away.
Shit.
You are falling. Above you, a small moon is slowly collapsing in itself. The world is many kilometers below you.
Oh shit, okay. Look at the horizon, flatten out to catch the wind. Try to judge how far it is the ground, dive toward the ground. Fuck it, balls deep.
Put your hands to your sides and you slice through the air. The wind tears at your face.
Fucking Superman, bitch!
The sun burns at a tremendous speed. Your vision blurs and you are unable to judge how far you've fallen.
Yeah. Keep diving, faster the better.
This whispers itself into your mind. Terminal velocity. You have reached the limit of the speed the air will grant you. And now that you enter the lower reaches of the atmosphere, you can feel it thickening around you, and miraculously you are slowing from a frenzied descent. Slow is a relative term. You knife through the air, piercing its veils, and you have no time for the poetry of falling. This realization drives itself home.
Apparently I just earned an achievement, terminal velocity.
As your skin explodes and your organs liquefy on impact, a brief thought flashes through your mind. Your life was utterly and completely meaningless.
Holy shit. Fuck. Alright, well, I just died, so that's cool. Well, that's cool. I'm glad I got that achievement. Looks like we're starting over. Wow, that's crazy. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, I haven't checked any of the achievements on this game, so usually I do that. I probably should do that because I don't want to miss shit, but like that right there, like basically terminal velocity was kill yourself, and obviously got it, so we're gonna be female again.
Your first emotion
Skip all this. I'll look around.
Fleshy cocoon surrounds you.
Do a little bit different this time.
A minor rent in its side tears open, and the howling wind forces through inside. The cocoon rips away, gone for full gravity, spinning into a distant tunnel. You are falling.
Okay, so there. Did this before. Okay, so what I picked before was dive toward the ground. Now I'm going to try judge how far it is to the ground, flatten out to catch the wind, look at the horizon. Try to look at the horizon.
You are spinning too rapidly to get a good look.
Alright.
You can see a large landmass, a vast body of water directly below you, and scattered arctic clouds. But the detail eludes you. It's not
Let's try to lay flat. Okay, so basically reset it again, okay. Examine this body. I did that. Sacrifice the stability for a closer look. Look again at the world. Try to remember what happened. Close your eyes and recall over the wind roaring eyes you were being hunted. Feeling the violation in a place that should have been sanctuary. Your memory is of a shadowy figure of acid and hate. Something that sought to destroy you utterly, but the emotions attached to this you are not yours. The feelings of those of a spectator who ran with your legs, whose adrenaline poured through their veins.
You remember reaching an escape tube, and you remember being struck by a tendril of force, and then the fall. The fall. You open your eyes in time to see a riot of color around you.
What up, guys? If you're listening in the chat, say what up in the chat. I've got my phone next to me with it always on, so I can see who's saying hello. Did I live this time? I think I lived this time. If you're just turning in, before I chose all the wrong choices and I fell to my death, and it was terrible. So, it looks like I lived. That is my character. Haven't been any option to name her or anything yet, so we shall see. Oh, here's not really any. I can interact. Jumbled thoughts cloud your head as you study the empty bowl before you. Drops of liquid fall from the ceiling, spattering on the ground next to the bowl. The light from every drop is reflected in the bowl's rounded hollow, as if it hungers for that light. It needs to be filled. Yet the bowl remains dry, and splashes and pylons wasted. Okay. Options are might. Carefully move the bowl beneath the liquid. Examine the bowl. Examine it first. You trace your fingers over the slippery overlapping scales that spiral up from the bottom of the bowl. The sharp tooth rim plucked in. It's going to be tricky to move this bowl without slicing your fingers on the edge. You might have put some effort into it. Reflected light streaks across the surface of the bowl as if another drop falls from the ceiling. Let's try the might. Okay, you've encountered your first task. You have 3 stat pools: orange might, yellow speed, and purple intellect. That you convert. Okay. To more easily move the bowl in front of you, use the L stick to spend might for a higher level of effort. Don't worry if you fail this task. In Torment, failure often results in interesting outcomes. So what I've read from mine is that in this game, when, say, like, just like it said, like if you fail to move this bowl, something else will happen. If you're in a conversation with NPCs or your party, and they choose to do something different that you didn't want to, a different basically spider web will happen to the Torment levels. So it's pretty fucking cool. So here we go. So I will try it. Looks all the way to the left. Let's do it. And it looks like it worked. Yeah, success. You carefully take hold of the bowl, avoiding the teeth on the serrated. I'm not the best at reading words, I guess. With a deep breath, you move it over to the glowing pool of fallen light. Oh, it moves. Now it's going to take them water. Oh, look at there. Is it gonna? It looks like it's gonna open up areas. Drop by drop, the bowl fills, ripples spreading over the blurred outline of your reflection. A pale blue luminescence stretches into the corners of the room. A clear away the nearest shadows are pouring into your mind, melting the ragged edges of your fragmented thoughts. You are not whole, not yet, but you have begun to heal from the damage done in your long fall. A voice calls out from somewhere high above, beyond the reaches of spreading light. Hello, are you still here? Alive down here? We're up here. Build a path up to us. Look at that shit. Ah, so right stick is a zoom in and out. That's cool. Apparently before the patch it was real, the frame rate was really terrible, so it looks pretty, I think. RT is for items, don't have any yet, obviously. Abilities, don't have any yet. I guess I can hide. That's cool. It consumes willpower. Cool. So, whoops. Looks like I can interact with this. As soon as you touch the orb, a memory floods your mind. You stand in front of a bank memes. You've had a moment's respite from this water, lodged hell. A bubble of stale air, your resting point. You've breathed water before, lived decades beneath the waves, but this body's an air breather. Pressure has been crushing you ever so subtly. Worse, your companion's mind seems to be one hand. He's a genius with machines, as you well know, but now he seems distracted. The device in his hand is covered in knobs, wires, and antennas. He believes it can get the two of you through the corroded door, but he's merely staring at it. Perhaps he's lost faith in his invention, but that is hardly your concern. The mission cannot be delayed. My options are disabling him that you've heard sounds of pursuit, threaten him as the task at hand. This is taking too long. Cast a spell, an esoteric to fix the device yourself. If you're watching, I got 5 people watching me right now. Tell me 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, and I'll pick whatever you say. Let me know. Let me know, please. And there's a little bit of a delay, so you'll have to let me know. Waiting. Come on, if somebody can surely write one to chat, let me know, and I will pick your answer. Come on. Who's it be? Boom, Bronze Sauna. Thank you, 3. We are going to cast a spell. An esoteric to fix the device yourself. Thanks, man. Or woman. You mumble a few words, drawing power from the air around you until a solution appears in your mind. Snatch the device from his hands, rewire it, and shove it back at him. Oh, he says. Examine your work. Sorry, I was trying to improve the thing. He waves the device to the door, and the stale air of your bubble freshens as the door swings open. A dark hallway lies beyond, a passage that links the watered, bordered, and the aquatic viewing areas. What you seek lies there. Momenting around a strange yet familiar artifact. You need it to complete something. It hovers above a pedestal rotating in the dark water. An electric current runs through your fingers as your hand crosses the vertical plane of the pedestal, and an iridescent field coalesces so fast the pressure dazes you for a moment. The rising pulse of a sonar alarm ripples through the water. The guards won't far be behind. You can run, you can come back for it, they won't be able to protect it forever. Disable the sonar pulse, use a device to stop them, one of the ciphers in your belt. I'm going to disable the sonar pulse. You focus on the cloudy base of the pedestal. Your fingers instinctively find the control panel for the jeweled force field. If you had built it in the first place, you remove it, casted it on the side, and you reach inside to deactivate the crystals that power both the pulse and the pedestal. As you remove them, a scaly hand falls on your shoulder. Your head whips around, and you see only the inky blackness of a piscine eye. The memory begins as if you were drawn backward through a tunnel, and you hear more pylons rising from the pit. Something is wrong. The events within the orb have settled into the gap in your mind, but the edges of it are rough, as though the memory itself is not truly yours. There's something else, a gust of sour air pulling at you, like a predator inhaling the scent of its prey, and at the far end of the dark, whispering field. Pretty dope. Thanks for that input on that, man. That's awesome. Appreciate it. If you're watching, say what up in the chat. Give me some opinions, what you think of the game so far. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm really digging it so far. I like watching it on the stream and like talking about it and stuff. So it's pretty interesting, so to speak. So I have no idea what the fuck's going on in the game. Looks like this might be a button to interact with to open that door. You stand beside a woman on a verdant crag. Beneath the two of you is a broad plateau, towering growth far below. Strange machines have been built in the cliffside. Presumably for reconnaissance, a metallic disc gleams from the center of the plateau. You're self-aware. Humanoid machines drill into the base of the cliffs below. If you were to look for it, and you were desperately, this seems like the right place. I don't know about this, the woman says, her voice flat, natural. Her face is turned away from you. What makes this place any more secure than the others we found? My options are: draw the hidden details that your more experienced eye clearly see. Use your charm to persuade her of the merits of the site and to remind her of the time constraints with the superior. So there's basically this is more like a trickster type thing, and then this is more of like a charm, like a kind of like, you know, a Gaston approach, and then convince her of her wisdom is basically just like, you know, you're smarter than her. So I'm going to probably pick charm. Let's do that. A cloud passes over the sun as you engage her in spirited, friendly debate, pointing out the footprint of the prior civilization whose power remains unknown. After a few minutes, she laughs, raising her hands in mock surrender. Stop, stop. You servitors are down there. You've already died, haven't you? She waits for your affirmation and sentenced. The two of you sketch your plans for sanctuary, drawing schematics and architects the plateau to examine the open ground. The woman suggests having one of the servitors build a shelter for your time here. You try to draw one of the constructs away from the desk, but it doesn't respond to your voice. When you lay a hand on the shoulder to force your command, it whirls and strikes you across the face, and then human speed, it turns back to its task, ignoring you. Your companion helps you rise. It seems your construct has nothing the matter with it. Use the Numenera integrated into the construct's body to overwhelm the behavior malfunction. Examine the construct for mechanical faults. Look for a deeper solution. Perhaps it's an effect of the metallic disc itself. I'm going to use the Numenera integrated. A mist falls onto the plateau as you activate the time-scarred artifacts fastened to the construct's behavioral core with a sub-vocalized command. With an abrupt clack and a pulse of pleasant warmth, the device purges the air and 7 copper-banded spheres drop out of the evenly spaced rifts in the air. Ignoring this common side effect, you give new orders for the malfunctioning construct in a firm, clear voice. Acknowledged. It obeyed. It obediently trundles to the site of your new shelter. The image freezes, then fades, and you feel the memory, fill in the gap in your mind. Block by jagged block. You stagger, clutching your head, reclaiming your memory. Your memories hurts. And once more, there's something else. Hairs lift one by one on the back of your neck. Something beyond this room can sense what you are doing and is hunting you. Fuck. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Hope my reading and my voice isn't turning you off too much, so to speak. So let's see what this says. Countless scratches and wounds mar the surface? Maybe mark? Interact. Yes. A vision of a city springs up around you. Your city in flames and under attack. Her defenders have fought and died all day, and still the attackers keep coming. They fight as if your destruction were demanded of them. They care nothing of your mercy, surrender, or plunder. What they want is blood. But you have brought a keen-eyed companion to the top of the tower. She has seen the way to stop the invaders. You need to get her to safety, and you need to rally your defenders. But even as you turn toward the door of the tower, two of the attackers descend from hovering machines. You don't have time to strike at them before they land. One is brutishly large, his weapon a vibrating axe. The other is slim, sheathed in glassy armor, and holding a hilt with a sizzling, invisible blade. What a badass. Your companion backs away. She's too young to help. Your enemies advance single file, confined by the papere. Trade blows with the giant. You can handle it for at least a strike or two. Duck under the giant's swing and attack before he can strike. Fight defensively and figure out who presents the greater threat. You're going to duck under the giant's swing and attack before he can strike. You roll under the blurring arc of his axe. He's overconfident, testing you without committing to the attack. Yes, he's fast, but not as fast as you are. And when he raises the great axe above his head to finish you, you're able to bury your blade underneath the breastplate. The blade emerges from the back of his neck, and his life's blood washes over your hands. He falls, taking your weapon with him, and his companion attacks. Shit! I don't have any fucking weapon! Her invisible blade is far more lethal than the giant's axe. You duck as she thrusts at you, and the wall behind you hisses, destroyed. Her return swings cut through your armor, ruining your breastplate. She doesn't have to be skilled with a weapon like this. She just has to make contact. You time your attack just as she pulls it back for another strike. You barrel into her, driving her over the wall, and she drops, screaming to the ground 50 meters below. The immediate threat ended. You focus on finding a way back to your allies. You open the tower door, and rush down the stairs. The door at the base of the stairs is slightly cracked, opening just a bit in the hall, and you hear more of the enemy soldiers below. My options are hurl yourself against the door and knock them to the ground, crack the door open to sneak past them, charge through them, counting on your defenses to protect you. I'm going to sneak past them. You press yourself against the gleaming door, easing it open, and your breath catches in your throat as it squeaks quietly. The sound like a bell in your memory. You pause, but the soldiers in the hall continue to talk. You push again, squeeze yourself through the narrow opening, and creep down the blood-stained hall. The memory begins to fade, and you find yourself back in your own body. Your temples throb with the racing force of a heartbeat, and their claimed memories blaze within you, like a bonfire on a mountain peak, visible to every predator for kilometers around. A tremor rocks the floor beneath you, as though a massive fist struck the room. Swaying on your feet, you see frantic movement within the borders of a mirror at the edge of the room. Ooh, I might be able to finally get out of this creepy fucking memory thing. Here we go. I'm going. Oh, I'm looking at myself. The board of this mirror is lavishly decorated with the dizzying number of interlocked symbols, daggers, masks, paintbrushes, amulets, and more. But that's nothing compared to what you see in the glass. You see a vast crowd of people, exact doppelgangers of you, shoving, arguing with each other, and fighting each other. Most are drab imitations of you, but a precious few are vivid and pull at your attention. Each of them bears an intricate pentagonal tattoo on their head. In their eyes, their actions, you see the memories you discovered within the orbs and the choices you made, shining like distant stars. Your hand twitches at your side, and through some of your bright doppelgangers ignore you, an even smaller number immediately turn to you, waiting for you to choose them and learn what you might become. A rumble shakes the room, and a slow vibration spreads from the darkness below, rippling towards the ceiling. Point at the doppelganger, slipping gracefully through the mob. Point at intelligent doppelganger with a furrowed brow. Point at a slick doppelganger that's smooth talking the others. Step away from the mirror. I'm going to go with the smooth talker. With a roguish grin, the doppelganger drops a few pilfered coins and makes its way over to you, slipping a dagger from a hidden sheath on its wrists. Oh, like Assassin's Creed. It flicks the dagger high into the air, winking at you. It catches the weapon by the blade between his thumb and forefinger and whips it at your head. You nearly duck before realizing the dagger is still in his hand. As you're at your reaction, the doppelganger apologizes so smoothly you forget you were even mad. The doppelganger spins the dagger back into his sheath and waits for your decision. Yes, this is who I am. I want to consider the other choices. I'm going to go with that. I like Rogue, and I like this game's all about conversation, so I like having the option to switch the conversation at my leisure. The remaining doppelgangers scatter for the edges of the mirror and vanish. Your chosen identity steps forward. Its appearance changes as it steps out of the rippling glass. Its face exudes intelligence and confidence. Shadows of several devices shimmer all around it. Technology of several kinds. From a myriad of past ages, you get it. You get the feeling you would be comfortable with all of it. The word nano sounds in your mind. Gained descriptor slick. Your doppelganger continues walking, stepping into you, feeling you, making you whole. Your decision rings out the cavernous room, awakening and unlocking vast mechanisms behind the walls. Suddenly, a grotesque noise rings through the shared worlds, like a bell. If bells could rot, something is coming. Restore 2 might pool. The mirror fades, leaving a black open doorway. You take a deep breath and step through. Character creation! What up, guys? If you're watching, help me build my character here. Your choices in the memories in the mirror have begun to build your character, but now you have the opportunity to decide a number of details. First, you can decide to change your type. Type defines the abilities and skills you'll be able to acquire as you advance through the game. Okay, let's see here. Apparently, I wouldn't want to do heavy weapons if I'm going to be more of like a character. Nanos are sometimes called mages, wizards, sorcerers, and witches by the people of the Ninth World. Whatever they're called, nanos master the mysteries of the past. Elves, nano spirits, Numenera, otherwise known. Okay, so what would Jack be? Intrepid explorers and adventurers, they are jack of all trades, hence the name. Though the word harkens back to fables involving a wily, resourceful hero who always seems to be named Jack. Jack the Beanstalk. They are treasure hunters, scouts, rogues, and experts in a variety of fields. So I'm probably going to go with Jack. And then Glay, yeah, looks like a warrior, huh? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go with Jack. So, okay, quick fingers. 15% bonus levels are per level on difficult tasks. Okay, cool. Flex skill. Choose 1 exploration, lore, conversation skill, +1 training level of skills active. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. Okay. Stat pools are the resources you use to apply effort or activate abilities. Oh, kind of like when we move that thing. You can distribute points as you see fit. Glaives tend to favor might or speed, while nanos favor intellect. Jacks usually can do pretty much anything, which is what I have now. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna make it kind of. Okay, it'll say down there what it does. Well, rogues usually do like a little bit more speed because they're more dexterity. So put a little bit into there. Yeah, keep everything else balanced. Cool. Abilities unlocked by your type can be active actions such as an attack or spell-like esoteries or unique passive effects. Okay, so 2 points remaining. I can do trained without armor when wearing no armor or light armor. I like wearing armor, so I'm not going to go with that. I don't think. If I click A on it, no. Okay. Hedge magic. Automatic succeed on the next quick fingers or smashing task. That could be cool. Quick fingers, you could steal stuff. Infuse weapon, choose a damage type, and then make that weapon attack deal weapon damage of the chosen type, along with bonus effects based on type. That's kind of Sucker Punch. Attack that deals damage, plus has a negative effect. Fettle, confer dazed for a round. Bigger willpower, that's cool. Practice in armor. Gain 3 speed armor cost deduction, 3 might armor cost reduction. Reduces the penalty to esoteria attacks included by armor. Cool. Well, I'm definitely going to do quick fingers, I think. And then maybe Sucker Punch? Or practice in armor. I don't know which one. I'll do armor, because in case I'm going to be wearing armor anyway, so yeah, I'll do that. Character creation. Most skills increase your chances of success on specific kinds of actions and tasks, but some give you other passive bonuses. Each skill starts with the 2 blanks, novice level, and can be increased to blank trained or specialized, granting greater bonus at each level. Descriptors often leave some skills the red inability level, meaning they inflict penalties when upgraded. These return to novice level. Okay. So we obviously have persuasion. We're gonna put 1 more to that, and quick fingers, because them are the 2 we want to do. Let's see here, deception maybe. Giving someone is telling when something is true when it isn't. That could be cool because I'm kind of be playing like a trickster. How many more points do I have? Initiative. Could do maybe some stealth. Ah, okay, I see over here, yeah. So yeah, heavy weapons would be bad for me as it would endurance. So I want to get rid of... Yeah, I'm just going to do both on here like that, yeah. Persuasion. So yeah, persuasion, and then I can... Can I get rid of that? No, okay. So I'm just going to do persuasion. So I'm going to be bad. I can't use heavy weapons. That'll fuck me up. Endurance will fuck me up. But persuasion and quick fingers are good. Quick fingers is fine motor control and ability to manipulate delicate devices. So they'll be able to hack stuff like that. Descriptor, only glaives receive training? Only glaives receive training in weapon skills. Okay, so I'm not a glaive, so I can't do that. Cool. Okay, character creation. Although you choose your scripture from among the many doppelgangers in the mirror, you now have the chance to view the specific bonuses and penalties it grants. You can also examine the effects of the other scriptures to choose a new one if you wish. Okay, so I picked Slick. I'm a Slick Jack, so I didn't want... If I wanted to change it, I could do it in here now, so... Yeah, I like Slick. It's cool. Are you sure we should proceed? This is your last chance to change the last cutoff's character type of descriptor. Yep, I want to go with it. Cool. That's probably going to be an achievement, I would assume. Appreciate you guys watching. It seems I've had 3 steady viewers, so if you're watching, say what's up in the chat. Let me know if you're a new watcher, listener, whatever. As you can see by the title, it's O Indeed Podcast. That's our podcast on iTunes. OHHHH, 4 H's, and podcast. So, check it out. The Spectre. Everything about this spectral figure seems dreamlike. He is a hazy silhouette who seems to be made of blue glass smoke. He wears stylish, well-cut clothes. His handsome, bearded face seems hauntingly familiar, but you've never seen him before. He breathes a sigh of relief when he sees you. We weren't sure that you would work. We pulled our strength and channeled it through me to reach you, to wake you up. He glances at the other figures here and frowns unhappily. It took more out of them than we thought. The other reflections, they're more like shadows now. Look, I'll bet you got a lot of questions. This whole place is basically your mind. Your body's still out there in the real world, healing from that fall. You need to get out there and finish the process. He shrugs. It shouldn't be too hard. Before I met you, it felt like something was hunting me. Do you know what it was? You said it was to finish the process. What do you mean by that? Who are these other people? You call them reflections. If this place is my mind, why don't I remember any of this? Any of you? Who are you? What do you know about all this is all that you're telling me. He closes his eyes. That's a memory I don't want to recall. Sorry. Large, black, furious. It's our death. It's the sorrow. He closes his eyes. I hope it's lost its interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for. You said to finish the process. What do you mean by that? After you wake up from this dream state and attune to the tides, you'll need to find something called a resource chamber. Your body should be fine. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that and everything will be fine. What do you mean, attune to the tides? Tides are like a force, like gravity or magnetism or something, except they respond to people's actions or perceptions. Your body, that is, a whole body in the real world, needs the tides to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. Your body will attune as it wakes up. What's a resonance chamber? I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember it having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set in the floor. I think we were aiming for it before we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, it should be nearby. Who are those other people? You called them reflections. That's what they are. As I said, it's your mind. You'll find reflections of people you know, people you met in the real world and with whom you shared some kind of psychic connection. I don't know how or why, it just happens. Who are you? He pauses and looks down at himself, considering a long time before answering. I'm you. I'm a part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you. Within the memories of the others who are here, I don't know what happened next. If this place in my mind, why don't I remember any of this? Any of you? It's your mind, a construct built, I don't know, to share thoughts, store your true self. Wait, you know how many people say in the first place? This is definitely the first place of your memory. Well, if it was the first place for me anyway. You probably know better since it's yours. If you don't remember now, maybe it'll come to you later. So how do I get back to the world? How do you know all of this? Okay. There's a portal down here. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it, and the whole tides thing should come to take care of itself. He crosses his arms. When you wake up, find the Renaissance chamber and activate it. Then we can... What the hell is that? Oh shit, look at that fucking thing. Hell yeah. God, it's the sorrow. And he breaks the portal. And he stabs through the other people. Holy shit. The sorrow is anchored in those reflections. It's devouring their power. We have to get rid of them. Destroy its anchors, or else the sorrow will seize us forever. Crisis initiated. Kill the reflectors anchoring the sorrow of your mind. A crisis begins when you enter a dangerous situation. Crises are turn-based encounters where you can fight, sneak, manipulate the environment, or talk your way out of trouble. Each turn you can take action to attack or motivate an ability. Or activate an ability. You can also make one move. The reflection's near you, kill it. It'll loosen the anchor. Okay. Use L stick to move the reticle to center and then A to position, highlighting your character. I'll highlight the character. Okay. That's what I just did. Okay, there you go. Attack. Effort can be applied to the attacks to increase your chances to hit. As with other attacks, each level of effort increases your chances by 20% at the cost of 1 point from the stat pool. Unarmed attacks use speed, but other attacks and abilities use might or intellect instead. Okay, so I'm going to use that. I don't think I have a weapon, so he's just hitting. Yeah, he's just hitting. Okay. Sorrow's turn. What in the? It's escaping. I'm going to have to hide inside your mind. Now run, get to the next one. Okay. You can sacrifice your blank action for a turn of double move instead of attacking. The movement preview line shows purple over the position that requires double move. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to move, yeah. And then I'm just gonna have to wait. Yep. End turn. Yep. When you apply effort to an attack, it also increases the damage you deal. Different weapons and abilities gain different amounts of bonus damage from effort. Just uppercutted that bitch. Sorrow infection. What's it doing now? It's infecting it somehow. Fettles are temporary conditions or status effects that can improve or reduce a character's stats. The sorrow has just placed a fettle on the remaining reflection. You can't remove the fettle, but you may find a way to overcome it. Okay, well, what do I do? The armor stat reduces physical damage. The Fettle Sorrow placed on the character has boosted its armor by 10, meaning it will absorb 10 points of damage from each attack. This reflection's armor is now too high for you to overcome with your unarmed attack. Okay. Skiss, the reflection's protected somehow. You need to find a way to hit it even harder. Grab that piece of mirror glass. It might have enough residual energy to kill the reflection. Okay, where's that at? Ha. pick up loot. Use L stick to move the reticle over the object, and then press A. Well, press Y to take all. Okay, cool. Shimmering glass deals 13 physical damage and refills the user's stat pools. Oh, that's cool. To activate an item, press RT to bring up the items in the reticle menu. Press A to select it, highlight your target, and reticle. Press A again. Okay. Oh, damn, he threw it. I thought he was going to have to stab it. Yeah, fuck you, Sorrow! You pried it loose. That thing is a cancer, an infection. It's unstoppable, but you stopped it. He holds his head in his hands. I can't believe it found us in here. He looks at you, terror in his eyes. That thing, the Sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you until you activate the resonance chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why the chamber is so important. You have to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is just shimmering down there. Go, now. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Go into the Chamber of Secrets. The Indigo Tide represents justice, compromise, and the greater good. It is the tide of people whose life lies difficulty from broad, global perspective rather than an individual one. What's up, everybody? 6 viewers steady. This is awesome. I never figured a game like this I'd be getting
Her body smashed to
getting viewers.
It's a wonder she's still breathing.
All I saw was the corona, not her origin point.
She got that drink, the Corona.
She's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
What was that? What did you do? Calistag? I don't know what that word is. Item game. Oh, I just got my pre-order stuff. There you go. Not dead yet. Escape the sorrow for now. Achievement. Examine this item. I just got this item because this is the pre-order bonus type thing. +4 armor. -3 to might. -3 speed. Oh, damn. Only usable by the last cast off. Okay, so maybe it's for somebody else. Oh, what was that? What did you do, Calistag? His tone has become accusatory, suspicious. You open your eyes. The first thing you notice is the man's kaleidoscope of tattoos withering across his forearms. He wears a long dark coat and belted at the waist, supplies filling his pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel. You blame me? She admitted an internal physiological reaction in response to the fall. Probably related to the fantastic healing process. Obviously, Allegern. Her voice rolls and hisses, and you have to rub your eyes to make sure you're not seeing double. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking her through some act and react of stimuli that you can't perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageously clothing remain constant through the shadows. Gained item, Mindforged plating. Oh yes, it's obvious, Calstage, her voice grim and clapped. Then he sees you looking at him. You're no ordinary mortal, we know that much. Start talking. I'm no ordinary mortal? What do you mean? Who are you? Where am I? How did I get here? Was I dead? You really don't know? I'm starting to think you're not her. Starting to think, Allegern? Tell me, is it a novel experience? It's her face. I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing god could have healed so quickly. He sighs and rubs his face, trying to regain his composure. Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me? You're familiar with the word changing, Allegern. It implies inconstancy. Thus, the changing god may well have changed. Several versions of her shrug, and she addressed you. You'll have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, even though it's painfully obviously to anyone that you're newly born. Her most solid self curtsies, while others begin to bow and spin. Oh, I see her animation now around her. She's got like people around her. That's crazy. I and my sisters am Callistage. This is Allegern. We are explorers, known knowledge seekers. That's how we came to this room. If I'm mistaken, you are what we call a cast-off. The changing God created you, body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time and then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed from the new experience, you were born in this cast-off shell. That's weird. Are there other cast-offs? Dozens, hundreds who can say, your sire has been doing this for several centuries. That's crazy. Though, if all of them were born the way you claim to have been, it's a wonder any of them survive. So you say I was born when the changing God left. Why am I not dead? I used a cipher to show your fall further, but the damage still would have killed an ordinary person. But think about it. If you're the kind of person who can make your body into anything you want, what do? If you've constructed bodies for centuries, you want to make each one better than the last. You want to live forever. You're not going to let your life end by accident. No, you'll make strong bodies, fast, powerful. Maybe throw in regeneration while you're at it. The changing God has always been vain. He rarely stays long in the shell that doesn't suit his self-image. She looks you up and down and smiles suddenly. Perhaps the changing God fled because he didn't want to wear those scars of yours? The changing God had been in the body. Where is he now? How can be sure this body's a cast-off? What was the blast of energy when I woke? As I was telling my colleague, it was obviously a physiological reaction of some kind. I've never witnessed the birth of a cast-off, but yes, it could be very well been caused by your nescience consequences. Don't worry, I didn't believe it caused any real harm, not to me at least. Really? You've been more abrasive than ever since we came in here. She can't emphasize it with other people unless she's experimenting on them. What are the changing God's bodies like again? Powerful and beautiful, each one more improvement over the last. I'm curious what you're capable of, child. I suppose we'll find out. Do you know anything about the tides? I've heard of them before. I heard the term before. A subject your sire studied in great depth. I'm afraid it isn't my field of inquiry. The changing God abandoned my body. Where is he now? If he abandoned your body, then his consciousness fled to another. Oh no! Oh, do stop! The look she gives is equally piercing and flight to the withering glares of her sisters. If there's one thing we know about the changing God, dear, is that he always has contingency. The child was born here. The object of your obsession will have been born somewhere else. How can he be sure this body's a cast-off? Are you sure that the surgeon hurt you? I want to ask you something else. We already know you're a cast-off, dude. Okay, who's changing God? Can you tell me about the cast-offs? Can I ask some more questions about this cast-off's body? Before I woke, I was in a dream-like hand with a glowing spectre. Where are we? With how hard you hit the ground, I'm surprised that's all you saw. Who's changing God? Can I ask? Is there anything you can? An excellent question. Haven't seen your regenerative abilities in action. I suspect they are primarily physical, a regrowth. If that's the case, then you'd be unable to survive most varieties of psychic or molecular decomposition, disintegration, conflagration, and so forth. Degenerative diseases could pose a problem, and I know of several entities capable of psychic destruction. As she speaks, a vision flashes in your mind. It's not yours, exactly. Somehow, you know this memory is of the changing gods. You are in a dark room, lit by a myriad of blinking lights and holograms from the many machines around you. What about a body that can withstand the sorrow's attacks? Says a voice. It seems to be coming from one of the machines. No. The thing has no respect for barriers of any kind. Physical, temporal, cycle, this is the only way. With a series of gestures, you bring up an image of a crystalline pod. If the Renaissance chamber works, it will give us the power to stop the sorrow's hunt once and for all. We just need the right focal point, a catalyst. The memory fades. Stage is still talking. You realize the device you saw in the memory is identical to the one behind you. It just looks like the Spectre described it. A transparent sarcophagus inside a crystalline dome with mechanical arms arrayed around the metal ring. Unfortunately, the dome is shattered and the sarcophagus is cracked, and one of the arms is in the pieces on the floor. Whatever its function, it clearly needs repaired. Or flesh-eating viruses, one presumes disfiguration by the iron wind would likewise cause enough to... I think she gets the point, Stage. I saw a vision of myself in her time just now. You didn't see it too, did you? I saw you stare into space while graphically described, I don't know how to say that bitch's name, described all the ways you could die, but that's about it. I only noticed because I did the same thing. We already know about do either of you know anything about the sorrow? I've heard of the share of sorrows, but never this sorrow. What's that, a disease? Her mouth about it. Can I ask you more questions with the castle body? So either of you know how to fix the crystal. Quest received. Fallen to earth. Algon chuckles, then firm and certain. Not likely. Though it might be impossible, you need a people with appropriate knowledge. I'm sure the cult of Changing God will hold the answer. Her distaste is evident in the expression of her echoes, although the face of one of the lead remains carefully impassive. You turn to the insane to help the newborn. Where's your judgment, Algren? I would take her to the Order of the Truth. Order of the Truth? Are you mad? They would sooner take us apart. What's the Order of the Truth? Knowledge seekers, to learn who to wrest secrets from the hearts of the prior worlds. They gather in the city to exchange their findings to help humanity to build a brighter future. She smiles brightly. Our friend Algren here was once one of them. Frauds, quacksalvers, and charlatans. They don't have all the answers, and I'd not trust them with the Changing God's secrets. Oh, you're just angry that they can't help you with yours. Her echoes tickle laughter. But I'm being too cruel. Dale Algren, let us take our new friend to the Order. What's the cult of the Changing God? Algren, will you take me to the Order of the Truth? Oh, there's two different options. I have some other questions. Thank you for your help. I'll figure this on my own. I want to go to the cult of the Changing God. A wise choice. Your worshippers aren't likely to cut you apart, and they're sometimes fools, but they collect knowledge and data. They'll have to tell you more, care to know, whoever you are. They could give you good counsel. She sniffs and gives Algren an acid glare. Good counsel? The best counsel is to come with me. I'll accompany the two of you. When you change your mind, you'll need an introduction to the Order of the Truth. Fine, we'll both go. But don't be surprised when Calisage leaves you broken in a ditch with your purse empty, while she laughs it off as a good experiment. Suspicious as always, Algren. Child, the world is an exciting place, but it's full of dangers. Rest assured, one of us will get you safely to where you need to be. I'll be right behind you. A sunny smile crosses her face. What's the cult of the Changing God? Why do you want to go with me? What's in it for you? I won't deny it that you are an exciting find, but it's not about that. I just want to see you safely out of the reef. Kid, you're not safe here, and just because you're new, treasure hunters trowel the reef. Scavengers who would sell you for parts if they knew where you came from, what you are. Alright, fine, let's go. You gain your first companions. They will follow the last cast-off and can be controlled during a crisis. You can speak to them about your past and take advantage of their unique abilities and skills. Companions have their own motivations and personalities, and depending on the choices you make, they may not follow you forever. You will have to find more companions in the world as you travel through the ninth world. Exploration. Take this opportunity to explore your surroundings. You may find items, equipment, and more to assist you. When you are ready, you can leave the broken dome using the stairs to the northeast.
Let's go.
Lore machinery. Attempt to scavenge what you can from the House of Armors. Go, because I have the quick fingers. If you select the companion's portrait in the effort window, they can assist the last cast-off with some challenges. Your companion stat pools are used instead of your own, and they may have different skills, abilities, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Hell yeah, because my quick fingers skill. Success. Taking care of to avoid the sparks, you extract several handfuls of shiny trinkets and coin-like objects. You recognize their value at once. Such objects should be accepted as shins, informal currency in the most regions of the world. You gather them up and take them with you. Gained spray flesh and 19 shins. Oh, okay, so that's it's like a potion. Cool. Name in the housing. You can just keep doing it over and over again? Okay. That's ridiculous. Ah, here's some loot. Heal 3 points of intellect and 2 points of speed. Cool. A slate black unimpressed device hungers before you. As you reach out and touch triangles, lights Keyblades life and an image unfolds in your mind. A towering crystal arc rises over a jagged gray landscape. The air is dead and stifling, and there it's Emerald's Peak. Command me. Show me the arc again. Devices. Oh, yeah, we already did that. Oh, damn. Okay, you see a huge crystalline which is divided into rectangles which are numbered, and they appear to be transparent, empty, except at the arc's pinnacle, one sells brilliant pulsating emerald. The number 0 printed on its side. Amnesia. Try to remember more details of this strange place. Oh, damn. Oh, I guess I can do it all the way. 100%. Success. The memory blossoms. You stand before this arc, eyeing the last two actives. Unleash cell 29, you say, and a twisted artifact appears before you. Claim it with a faint smile, watching the light fade from the cell far above. You flinch the memory and it falls erased. The arc. Cell 29 is dark now. Only cell 0 remains. Jagged wasteland. Unleash the contents of cell 0. You found a cipher. Ciphers are Numenera objects that can trigger a powerful effect, but can only be used once. Ciphers in your cipher limit score are displayed in the special section of the inventory screen. Take care not to accumulate more ciphers than your cipher limit, or you will experience unpleasant side effects. That's kind of cool. Examine item. This one is deal 6 energy damage, unstable detonation. Oh, it's like a bomb. Holy shit. It's crazy. Interesting that a cast off command the changing God's machines. How'd you know that? I remembered something. I don't think it was my memory though. I knew it. Meaningless Allegron. She clearly has basic skills and knowledge from the changing God having been in her body. Who's to say there aren't more specific memories locked away in there? That's crazy how all that changes. The only thing we haven't done yet is check this crystal. Sunlight falls through the ragged hole in the roof onto the shattered Renaissance chamber. It is hard to believe that you did this, that you pummeled through the curve of the pale blue sky, crashed through the dome, and broke this delicate machine with your own body. It's hard to believe that you were still alive. 4 mechanical arms hang over the center of the device. Bearings cracked, rings surround the body, dents are broke. Inspect the metal ring. Feel the slightest, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this. Yeah. I'll pick up one of the crystal shards. To make full use of them, you need to view them, equip them, or share them between your party. Your inventory, press up on the D-pad. Oh yeah, it's a freaking melee weapon. Sweet. Cool. I'm going to put that on here in a minute. Forever useful shards, yep, none. Examine the suspended arms. Yeah. So now I can go on inventory. Your inventory lets you view, equip, manage items and equipment you find with numbered selections. This first is equipped, which contains any items equipped to the current character. Equipment includes melee and ranged weapons, shields, bonded items. Your backpack contains the items that compare to the current character. You equip, respect, transfer character with it. Quest items. Special items requested. The final section shows your ciphers. Yeah, that's what I was wanting to look at. You are carrying your cipher limit. Ciphers are shown in the inner rings and highlighted in blue and are safer to carry. Those in the outer ring highlight the orange and are cipher limit and affect negative effects as long as you're carrying them. You can use sell or discard, transfer them to another party to get back under your cipher limit. Okay, so oh, it auto equipped. Did it auto equip? Oh, it did. Okay, so this I shouldn't probably use because that's going to take away my speed and my might. Yeah, it's a medium armor. I shouldn't be wearing that, but maybe I can only use it before the last cast off. Damn it. Okay. But it auto-equipped my little weapon here, so that's dope. And we need to look at... Okay, so this is the cipher. So what they were saying is that the ones in the middle aren't that bad. My cipher, and right here is where it's at, the unstable detonation. That's basically like a bomb. And if it was over to the right or the left outside of the ring, it would be more unstable and it would have negative effects to me. So that's kind of cool. This is the other character. Their stats are, damn, look at her intellect, 9. He's a mixture of both. Yeah, cool. Character sheets. Awesome. Let's head out. Broken fragments. Now we're going to leave. Oh, it just saved too. That's cool. Well, guys, I'm probably going to wrap it up. Damn, I just hit an hour, too, hitting this first in the area. I want to thank you guys all for watching. I had anywhere from 8 to 5 viewers steady, so that's pretty badass. Not much chat interaction, but that's cool. It ain't a bad deal. If you enjoyed what you watched, please join my podcast and, you know, everything like that. Check us out on Facebook. Oh, Indeed podcast. We do a video game podcast, all nerdy stuff, and we would love to hear from you. And as always, subscribe on here, and you'll get notified. Stream again. I get it. Take it easy.